Hello everyone, welcome to online class of computer. From the video clip you must have got an idea what we are going to start today. So this is Mansi Mukherjee, your computer teacher. Let's start our today's topic, which is going to be very interesting. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel for new notification about the video. Let's start.
What is a computer virus? Vital information resource under siege. This is the full form of virus. Now let us understand what the virus is. Before coming to computer virus, you are all familiar with the virus that was in the year 2020. That is basically a biological virus which bring lot of harm to the human health. This computer virus is also similar. Let's understand. Is a computer program that can copy itself and infect a computer without permission. Like biological viruses which enter your body needs the permission. No, without your permission it enters. Similarly, computer virus also replicate itself and causes harm to our system, computer system. Virus is basically a code. Like Python language, you learn the coding now. So they are useful code which are used in variety of applications, games. But the computer viruses are the code which created with the intention to cause malicious activity. Malware. It is a malicious software that get installed in your device and perform unwanted tasks. What it actually do, it's reveal the information to the third party. And how it does? According to your searching habit and the way you are using the internet, it reveals the information. You can bifurcate this word. M-A-L, malware. Mal means malicious, ware means software. Please see here different types of malware which come under the category spyware, adware, worms, trojans, rootkits, viruses. These are the different names, but they all come under the one category, that is malware. Types of viruses. There are so many types of viruses. Some I have listed. Resident viruses. These are permanent viruses which resides in the RAM. Since these viruses are found in the permanent memory, that is RAM, so it is known as resident viruses. For example, Junkie. Everyone please write down the full form of RAM in the chat box. File infectors. This virus affect the executable file and program. For example, Cascade. Now let me explain you what do you mean by executable file. Any program or any file which is about to run or about to execute, and at that time virus also run and executed, so they are file infectors. Generally these viruses are remain inactive, but as soon as file start executing, the virus become active. The next one is boot viruses. Example, disk killer. This viruses infect the boot sector of the hard disk or floppy drives. When computer boot, this virus become executable and they infect the system of the computer. Okay, now tell me one thing. When you visit a doctor, when you realize that you are unhealthy or you are attacked by any microorganism, when there's some symptoms is being shown by the body, similarly when your computer is get affected by a virus, then it shows some symptoms or some sign. I have listed some of them. Let us see this. Operating system may slow down. Your computer booting will slow down. Your working of application will slow down. And of course the operating system. Change the length of executable file. Change to the reassignment of the system resource. There might be variety of changes automatically which you can feel, but you cannot recognize why these changes are occurring. So the reason behind that might be your computer get infected by a virus. Last, showing some funny and suspicious behavior like blinking of the mouse or sudden stop of a program. Yes, suddenly a program is being started. So these are the things, these are the activities, these are the behavior of your system. When you see, then you can make sure that your system has some problem. Now it has to be treated. Just now we have discussed about the viruses, and now it's a time to understand worms and Trojan horses. Are they category of virus? Are they computer virus? Certainly not. Technically, virus, worms and Trojan horses are three different things, but they all come under a single category, that is malware. A single name that you can give to this is malware, but certainly not the virus. Now how they are different? Virus is something which replicate itself, but it needs a host to spread from one computer system to other. Whereas worms are self-replicating computer program. They don't need any host. It only uses a network to send copies. So you realize worms are even more harmful than the virus. Without the human intervention, without the intervention of users, worms can spread very easily. Moreover, it consumes a lot of bandwidth. For example, Nimda and Slammer are some of the worms. Now, Trojan horses. It is a malware that appears to perform a desirable function, but in fact, it performs undisclosed malicious function. So, these Trojan horses are a deceptive software. What it does, hidden without your information, without your knowledge, it attacks your system. It reveals the information, it extracts the information from your system and reveal to the third party. Trojan horses are that kind of malware which will appear to be very innocent to you, and you will feel like downloading the software, and in return you will end up with the downloading and malicious software. For example, Beast, Gears, these are the examples of horses. Actually, this kind of software has a backdoor entry. It does not come to your knowledge very easily. Okay, so be careful about these things while using the computer resources. Spam. It is a type of digital junk. Spam is a bulk email which is sent to thousands of people without their approval. The major intention is just to advertise a product or anything, but it may cause virus attack also. It might be a virus coding is being sent to thousands of people. Now the thing is, how can spam be prevented? Never share email address in chat room or public places. Do not read spam mails. Use filter to block unwanted emails. My dear students, a little awareness from your side will prevent your computer system as well as you from becoming the victim of any attacker, any hacker, any cracker, or any virus attack. Okay, so be aware. Now, spyware. Again, what is a spy? Spy means hidden and ware means software. So, spyware is a program that gets installed without the user permission. Hidden, na? That's why it does not require user permission. And it monitors the user activity and reveals those activity to the third party. This spyware is also sometimes used for hacking purposes. Now is time to protect computer system from viruses and malware. So there are some tips that I have listed. Please let's go through them. Keep software up to date. Don't click on link within emails. And more importantly, don't visit a website, don't scroll through a website which is not authenticated. While doing any kind of transactions also, check the authenticity and security of the website. How can you know a website is secure? In the URL you can see HTTPS is there. S word is there. S letter means security. And a lock, green color lock pad is also there. So if these two things you can see on a URL of a particular site, means the website is secure. Use antivirus software and keep it updated. So updated software you should keep. Back up your computer. Use a strong password which will be difficult for any cracker to crack. Use a firewall. What is the use of firewall? It protects any virus attack from the internet. Minimize download. So only download certain things, and while downloading please scan those things so that the virus attack can be avoided. And unnecessary things you should not download. Okay. Next one is use a pop-up blocker. Pop-up blockers are there because whenever you are browsing through a website or any internet article, pop-ups are keen, and by mistake if you click on, and they might have contained virus and that will enter your system. So use a pop-up blocker. Antivirus. Antivirus is a software which are used to prevent, identify, detect and remove all kinds of malicious software. Antivirus basically work on two ways. Either it kill the virus completely or it put the virus in a quarantine. Quarantine word is not new to you, na? What does quarantine means? Putting, you all have heard this word quarantine. So, putting any object, any virus in an isolated way, and don't give the chance of the particular virus to replicate, and not providing a host or a suitable environment. This way, virus will become weak and we can prevent the further damage of our system. So antivirus work in these two methods. Either completely remove the virus, either put the virus in quarantine. Next is virus definition. What is this definition? To decode a virus, we need to know its complete coding, right? So the virus definition is a technical term which contain the signature or information about the virus and other malware, so that the antivirus program can build up on basis of this definition to counterattack the virus. There are so many antivirus programs that are available. For example, Kaspersky, McAfee, Microsoft Security Essential, Avira, Avast, AVJ, Norton. So you should install any updated antivirus software which will prevent your computer system from any attack by the virus.